Our business is called Sunday Monday. The name Sunday Monday comes from traveling when we were in India, and it was a term used by textile sellers to describe the duality of a textile. We appreciate the duality of all textiles, meaning you could use a textile as a throw blanket or a tablecloth or a wall hanging, and in that way it's very sustainable and long-lasting. So my role in the business is running the whole business. I work full-time on Sunday Monday, and I do everything from coordinating with our operations in India to designing our textiles to filling orders and dropping them off to the post office to posting on our social media accounts.
Yeah, since Nisha runs it full-time, I participate as much as I can in the evenings or on the weekends just to support, bounce ideas off.
Yeah, that's the most collaborative part of the business is the design. The company started when I was traveling in India in 2016, and I went to this remote region of Gujarat, which borders Pakistan, and there's a lot of craft there. I met with these weavers who discussed their fears about the future of their livelihood, even though the next generation is interested in continuing weaving. They were worried about the industrialization of weaving and block printing, as well as a decrease in tourists coming to the area. This evolved into a larger conversation about how I could work with them. I decided to market their textiles to a wider market in the US. Over time, I wanted to be more involved in the design process, and they were open to collaboration, and that's how we formed the company. And now we work with weavers as well as block printers, block carvers, and dyers.
We sell a mix of personal accessories such as bandanas and scarves made out of cotton and silk, which are block printed, as well as a selection of home textiles including napkins, table runners, pillows, and rugs. For our rugs, we work with two weaving families based in the Kutch region. One type of rug is hand knotted using local fibers from sheep and goat. The other family works with hand dyed yarn on a flat weave loom, and we use a mix of their traditional designs as well as designs we've collaborated on.
Then we also work with block printers in the state of Rajasthan, India. And block printing involves also working with a block carver. So that's someone who we send the design to online, and we discuss over the phone, and the design is passed on to the block carver, who will carve the patterns out of teakwood, which is a local wood, and then they'll oil them and get the blocks prepped for printing. And then it goes to the block printer or the dyer, and then some of the fabric is dyed before printing, and then some of the fabric is just printed upon. And then the block printing also involves washing the fabric multiple times, and often we use natural dyes, which is a more intricate prep process. If we use natural dyes, those are all made by our block printing family that we work with, and the recipe has been passed down for generations, and natural dyes are created using all local ingredients that are indigenous to the area. And then once everything is printed and dyed, they'll hang everything outside under the hot Rajasthani sun to dry. So really, most of our process is manual and inherently sustainable because that's the way they've been doing it for generations, and that's something we admire. Sustainability is something we've always thought about with our business. The textile industry is the second largest polluter in the world. We've learned so much about sustainable practices from the people we work with. For example, our block printed textiles are made on a family farm, and they use the water runoff as irrigation for the farm. And because they're growing wheat crops that will feed the community, it's really important that we don't use harmful chemicals. And so it's just really important to us that everyone feels safe making our textiles. Additionally, we only work with natural fibers because they last for a long time and they do less harm to the environment, as well as they feel great on your skin and in your home. So our designs are influenced by many different things. Living in New York City gives us so much access to art museums, street fashion, music we hear on the streets, the beautiful flowers growing in the park in springtime and summer, the people from all over the world. And we're also influenced by traveling. Our trips to India are especially inspiring to us because we draw from the culture and we're working with the processes there. So the architecture, traditional motifs, as well as the colors that India is known for.
We're inspired by textiles from both Indian culture as well as Japanese culture. There's a rich heritage of indigo textiles in Japan, which helped influence some of our designs.
And obviously the processes we use and the people we work with are from India, which is where my family is from. And so it just made sense as someone who is Indian American to source from India myself and do it in a way that feels beneficial for the people I work with as well as for the business. Sourcing in India allows me to tell the story of my culture and my heritage through the business, as well as support the local economy there.
We like to highlight Indian design because in the Western world, India is thought more as a manufacturer of designs rather than getting credit for actual designs that have been in the culture for generations.
It was really important to us to have a real relationship with the people we work with because we don't see them as laborers but more collaborative partners. They're really true artists who have honed their craft and skill for many, many years, and they've learned it through their own family and long apprenticeships. Over the years, we've gotten to know them and their families, and it's really just a more deep personal relationship than what we could have with working with a factory. We hope people gain a sense of joy and satisfaction from our products. Our products are made by hand and they involve many steps, and every decision we make in the process is made with care and thought, and from the fabrics we choose to the colors we use to the washing instructions that will be required of them. And we also want our textiles to last a long time and be trendless, so you can pass them down over generations or repurpose them.
Yeah, we hope everyone who purchases our products gets to use them on a daily basis. That brings them joy, and they're putting on their outfits or setting the table, and just be reminded of how much work went into each piece.
People can find out more about Sunday Monday on our website, shopsundaymonday.com, or our Instagram. Our handle is shopsundaymonday.